just stay, at least until the sun goes down. When you're gone, I lose faith, I lose everything I have found. Heartstrings, violence, that's what I hear when you're by my side. Ooh, yeah, that's what I hear when you're by my side. Ooh. And when you're gone, the music goes, whoa, 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 whoa. I lose my rhythm, lose my soul, whoa, 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 whoa. So hear me out before you say the night is over. I want you to know that we gotta carry on. So don't let this be our final song. So don't let this be our final song. So hear me out before you say the night is over. I want you to know that we gotta carry on. So don't let this be our final song. Take us to a higher ground, here and now. Whatever you do, just don't look down. Underneath the disco light, it's alright. We gon' make the perfect sound. We gon' make the perfect sound.
I'd say my favorite TV show was Max and Ruby.
Oh,
That was a good show. Ruby and Max.
Max
and Ruby.
Ruby and Max.
Mine was SpongeBob, well, that's still my favorite TV show. So, but I used to not be able to watch it. But
Are you ready, kids?
Lives in a pineapple under the sea.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob until second grade, so because my mom said it was inappropriate. So
Phineas and Ferb. No doubt.
What?
Phineas and Ferb.
4 days of summer vacation, and school goes wrong just to end it. So the annual problem of our generation is finding a good way to stand it. Like baby.
Building a rocket or fighting a mummy or climbing up the Eiffel Tower.
Tails, veggie tales, veggie tales, veggie tales, no broccoli, celery, gotta be veggie tales.
Impossible. Call me, beat me if you want to change.
Get the best of both worlds. Till you not take a show, then you rock out the show.
Okay, I think it was like freshman or sophomore year. I was walking down the main stairs, and I'm not gonna name him, but he's super tall, and he was coming down the stairs, and I was above him, and he stopped to like welcome his friend, and he went like this, and I like opened my mouth, and I accidentally bit him.
My most embarrassing thing of high school is probably taking a phone call on the intercom.
after filming one day, I was just like really cold and I was tired, so I was walking down the street to get to my car. I tripped and like I fall and like skid on the pavement and ripped my jeans open, start bleeding. And I was in so much pain that I just laid there. So then when they all were walking out of the house, they like thought it was Sarah, thought it was a dog in the street.
One time, Emily punched my soccer ball out the window.
And I was walking up the stairs and there was like this tall kid and he had like his backpack and my sweater got stuck like on his backpack
And the zipper.
and it was like over my head and like I was like, okay, sir, like could you stop? And he didn't hear me and I was like, could you please like my sweater's stuck on your backpack? And he didn't stop, and so like later I had to like stop him and like take his backpack off and get it off, and then I happened to get in lunchtime the same day. It happened like 3 times and it was
I was a Republican shortly.
Were you really?
Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing.
Anytime I tripped, it's kind of frequently.
Okay, freshman year, I was in love with this senior, and at the first day I saw him, I was like, I'm gonna let him know how I feel. Freshman brain, whatever. I like wrote him a note that said, "You're cute." That's it, okay? I walked past him and I was like, and then he didn't see me, so.
On the first day of school, I was walking past the library doors, and you know how they open outwards? Well, someone opened it right on me, and I was hit with the library door.
I was hit.
My favorite would probably be Spain. I recommend anyone who gets an opportunity to go on like trips with their friends while they're still in high school to do it. We all went together as a bunch of people, and that was probably the best 10 days of my high school experience.
I really liked freshman year when the guy, I think it was a guy, he would pull the fire alarm like every Friday or something, and it was called like Fire Alarm Fridays.
My favorite
favorite memory of high school, well, I really liked doing the musical. I did that for the first time this year because of this gal. And I also had a pretty good time cheering all the JV football games my sophomore year. That was pretty fun.
You know the lunch ladies and like the lunch dude? There might be a few dudes, I don't know. I feel like I have an intimate connection with them, but I don't know any of their names. That's my favorite memory of high school.
Powder Puff, 2 times champs, let's go.
I'll have to bring it to band and say winning the Heart of America Marching Festival.
Or the time our freshman year when someone pulled the fire alarm like 4 times.
Yeah, fire alarm Friday, 3 times, man.
Like, oh, I liked that pep
Unified.
assembly where all the boys put on those jorts and the white shirts.
Oh, yes.
That was my favorite. As far as phases go, I've been in a Taylor Swift phase since I was 7.
Oh, God.
Silly bands. Silly bands is the best phase that ever happened.
I went through this phase where I'd wear Nike jogging shorts every single day, and like I'd wear sweatpants over in the winter and take them off like when I got to school.
I'm gonna have to say the phase where I only wore my hair in a ponytail was my favorite.
No, the best phase was when you thought a fighting actually gave you
Balance.
like
powers.
great
The
balance
titanium
and
gave you
powers.
balance. The titanium.
I actually
They
still
did.
have 4 that are all braided.
I used to wear like shirts and shorts that like matched,
They're
so
really
it was like
tight.
Like orange and orange?
it was like red and red.
Yeah. Ogren's
And-
going through the tight shirt phase.
I used to color my hair with Sharpie and highlighter during class. And then one day I just got super spontaneous and dyed it with Kool-Aid.
I'd have to say middle school when we all had lovely outfits, especially me. I wore a pink matching velvet tracksuit in school. Lily wore very small Justice t-shirts and we all wore bows.
I'm gonna go hardcore One Direction phase because I was at the top of that stereotype. I was a little bit of a crazy person.
I went through a Hunger Games phase. I read each book about 4 times. I saw the first movie like 15 times, like in the first like 3 months that it came out.
I had like these High School Musical t-shirts that I would always wear in like 3rd grade. Like I had all of them, like where the cast was on it, and like it was just really lame. Like,
I think I'm still in a phase. I just don't know what it is yet.
Mr. Morgan.
Mr. Morgan.
Mr. Morgan.
Dude. Mr. Morgan is the guy.
Favorite teacher is now Miss West, and she's kind of like this. Hi, RFC. How are you, beautifuls? I hope you guys are having a great day.
I like Mr. O, even though he's a butt, and then I like Madame.
My favorite teacher is probably Brodowski, just because I kind of grew up with her throughout high school, because I had her sophomore year to senior year, so that was pretty cool to have like 3 hours a day with her.
I asked him, first time I ever talked to Mr. Scogan, I said, do you hit your head on doors a lot? And he goes, all the time. That was the best interaction I've had in my entire life.
Mi maestra favorita es Senora Winkler because she took me to Spain and took care of me when I got sick all the way away from my mom in a different country, and I think that bonded us for forever.
Can you do an impression of Mr. McRoberts?
Life is good. Life is good. Yes, yes, yes.
I would say my favorite teacher is probably Miss Williamson because she just rocks and she's my idol.
She can play the piano and have a conversation without even looking at the key, without even looking at the keys, which is really impressive.
Probably Kiter.
I'm Mr. Kiter, and I love myself, and I'm really good at physics.
Get out your notes.
Got the quiz today.
Cotton Fowler, get off your phone.
Also, Mr. Fouquet, you know, my AP Lang sensei right
That's a good one.
If I had like some facial hair and some glasses, I could do really. He's a ninja. He's one of those.
You know, he's a UFC fighter. He was. I feel like if I do an impression and it's bad, he's gonna come for me.
All right, students. So today we're gonna be tackling this essay. You know, we're gonna do some rhetorical analysis. All right, my little squirrels and my little humans, listen up. I'm really excited about today's lesson here.
I don't know what
That's all I
fits
got.
my senior year. The only thing in my mind is the Rickroll song. The guy was wearing all denim.
I got issues.
We all have issues.
You got it too. So no one told you life was gonna be this way.
For you, when the rain starts to pour, I'll be there for you. Like I've been there before.
Think about that Green Day song. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Long live the walls we crashed through. I had the time of my life with you.
I'm in the club in the taxi cab and everybody's looking at me now. Like, who's that chick that's rocking kicks? She gotta be from out of town. Yeah! She bananas at my high school party. Na, 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 na.
ONW has taught me kind of not just like right from wrong, but you know, how to be a bigger person and overcome like a lot of obstacles, because I feel like our class has been through, you know, a lot more than like other, like the last graduating class, and I've just learned kind of responsibility, and I'm just gonna take that through the rest of my life, I guess.
And do not conform to that group think. That's a big thing, and it's cheesy, I think, because it's so applicable.
I think in high school, I've really learned to not doubt myself as far as my abilities go and my talents. Not letting other people make my achievements feel any less than they are.
Care a little less. When you learn to stop caring as much, like don't like ignore tests and stuff. That's gonna it's gonna suck when you do ignore that. But care a little less about like what other people think, and just be like, you know, have fun, and you'll find your own little niche to have fun in.
You getting into Harvard or Yale doesn't really mean as much as it does you having the passion to do something you really want to do.
Don't invest in people who don't invest in you. So like, if people are just wasting your time and you're trying to please them, like just let them go. Just like do you, and don't try to please other people.
I would say the most important thing I learned in high school is to not let the opinions of others affect how I do myself and how I kind of live my daily life.
Nothing matters as much as you think it does. It matters, but not that much. Like, you might be super stressed out about like a test, but like one test is not going to determine your grade, and if it determines your grade, like that's still not going to matter that much.
I would say one thing I definitely learned in high school is that you're not too cool to have fun. Like people who, yeah, you're 18 years old, you want to be an adult, you want to do fun things, but at the same time, like my favorite memories are like when we have our girls sleepovers and have dance parties in somebody's basement.
The people that you become friends with your freshman year may not be there sophomore,
okay.
junior, senior year, and that's fine. Take those moments and kind of use it for your benefit. Realize that some people are meant to stay in your life all the time.
One of the things I think I'm gonna miss the most is walking through the hallways and seeing everybody, and that's just gonna be so hard for me, is just leaving ONW.
I feel like we left the school in an okay place. Try not to ruin it.
Like, join as many activities and sports and clubs as you can. The more people you meet, the better your high school experience is, the more people you know, and just getting more involved with the high school just made my year so good.
Thank you to all of the educators at Olathe Northwest. I think that's something that I will never forget.
I've made so many amazing friends here and memories that honestly I'll never forget, and I feel like they've really like shaped me into who I am.
I guess I'd just like to say thank you to Olathe Northwest, because I've really matured over the past 4 years. You can't really tell here. Better than I was. But yeah, the school has kind of really defined who I am, and I'm grateful for that.
Definitely say cherish the things you don't think you're going to cherish. Like, those small moments are what compose your high school career.
This has been the best 4 years of my life, hands down, and I can't imagine my life without any of you in it.
It's your 4 years of high school.
And it goes by like that. Like, it's
all you
over.
got.
It's like really bittersweet, because it's like, on one hand, it's like you're having all these amazing memories and doing all these things that you never really got to do before, and hanging out with all these people, and then on the other hand, you know that you're leaving in a few months, so it's just not, like, it's like you have a great time, but then immediately after you're thinking that might be the last time that I can have a time like that.
Cherish every moment that you have in this high school with these people, because you don't know how long they'll be around and how long you'll get to see them for.
A lot of the little things are what matter the most. Just like walking in the halls and like meeting up with your friends after class. Like, I'm really gonna miss doing that.
Life is not tried, it is merely survived if you're standing outside the fire. And the fire is just getting involved in living your best life.
I'm gonna say, I'll see you in a couple years when I take Greg Morgan's job of being the AP Calc math teacher.
Peace out, Ravens. Bye, ONW.
Thought I saw you when the sun was coming up again. Now I think of everything you told me. Said you had me like a river running through my skin. Sometimes we all get lonely. can see the